Hi, I'm Ryan Fleming and I'm joined by Wargaming CEO. You guys are celebrating your 15th anniversary and you're doing it in style. It's been a big show for you already, and you started it by announcing the Xbox partnership. And, when last we talked in March, you had said the consoles weren't really on your horizon. So how long was this in the background?
Well, you know, you have to keep secret when you do things for Microsoft. It was approximately a year and a half. That was a good golden handshake, approximately like that time ago. You know, we were servicing World of Tanks in North America and in Europe and England, in Germany, and we obviously noticed the striking fact that in America people play games on the console. Yeah. So you wouldn't buy a $1,500 PC even if you love tanks that much just to play World of Tanks. Right. So the Americans, they do play games on a couch at 10-foot distance. So we had to adjust. We had to go where the consumer is. It was a handshake with the guys from Day One Studio in Chicago, and I said, hey, let's, history is history, we cannot change the past. We were a little bit luckier than you in terms of, you know, money, but that doesn't matter. Let's do something amazing together. And we immediately started working on World of Tanks for Xbox 360. Working as a combined team, our guys, Microsoft guys, we managed to break a lot of walls in terms of technology and all those, you know, accessibility. This is risky, I have to admit. Announcement from the stage at the conference, that's one thing, which went, by the way, very well. But now we have to deliver. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of courage, it's a lot of guts we're taking to do this, and that's a lot of guts from Microsoft's side. Yes, the world is changing, yes, the gaming industry is changing, and they have to embrace, and that's what they're doing now, free-to-play model. And when it comes to World of Tanks on the Xbox 360.
Yes, which we have playing in the background.
Yeah, it is going to have all the juicy and beautiful things from World of Tanks from the PC. However, certain things, of course, are changed. That's a new game.
So is this a port, or is it an entirely new game?
It's a new game. Yeah, we had no reason for, you know, changing tanks into something else.
Sure,
yes,
sure.
This game, of course, does use the assets like tanks with 3D models and the maps from the original PC game, and it does use our top-notch server-side technology, Big World, but the front end is totally new. Controls, that was probably the most tricky thing, because WASD on the PC is easy, but the guys from Day One Studio did a fantastic job adapting from digital to analogous two joysticks, and you know, there's zooming, there's shooting, there's a little bit of adjustment. You know what happened? The image is probably more beautiful than on the PC. They have the signature Xbox explosions and shooting and shaking, and the gameplay a little bit faster. We also combine, you know, the level and up stuff. On the PC, you're okay with seeing lots of numbers and lots of little rectangles on the screen. For the Xbox, it's different, so we combined the modules, the upgrade modules into packages, and made your progression a little faster. So the gameplay on the battlefield is more dynamic, and your overall progression is faster and more dynamic. But it's World of Tanks.
Yeah. So we've heard recently a lot of announcements of free-to-play games coming to next gen and current gen. What's taking them so long to catch up?
Well. Frankly speaking, I love Microsoft, and I'm not in a position to criticize them much. You know, it's a big multi-zillion billion-dollar corporation which shaped, let's face it, shaped the IT world as we know it now, right? Sure. And it's just, there's a lot of departments, there's a lot of regulations, there's a lot of legal stuff, there's a lot of policies internally, but we're big boys. I mean, we're not whining about, hey, Microsoft is big and slow. No, we're working objectively on those things which can be changed. We objectively accept those things which are still remaining from the retail kind of era. But as you can see, it's being played as we speak, and it is going to be released this summer. Both Microsoft and us, we are determined to deliver the best tanks combat experience and, well, one of the first, if not the first, big free-to-play game on the Xbox 360.
It also, I mean, it gives you guys a good footprint in America right now. World of Tanks was it 60 million users around?
60 registrations, 60 million registrations around the world. Well, that does include China, but it's a big market.
Yeah. So what do you guys have coming next? I know the World of Warplanes is in beta still, and then you have
it's closed beta now. So this July, the very beginning of July, we are going to do open beta for World of Warplanes. It's now ready. We took the blame like 6-7 months ago. We publicly announced that the controls are not yet there. Our tests demonstrated, user tests, that people are getting a little bit not comfortable with the way we put the controls. We did a couple of prototypes, lots of experimenting, and now WASD and the mouse work together perfectly. Now an average Joe can come back from work, just download this free game and just nail it.
And so, how is World of Warships coming along?
Well, World of Warships definitely are not coming out this year. Sure. That's more for 2014. You know what? They are looking great. There's a lot of content to make for this game because ships are huge and they have a lot of thousands of elements on the deck. We already are showcasing the gameplay. It's still early, but you know what? You would think ships are slow and the gameplay would be slow. No, the amount of action, the amount of guns, big, small, medium, planes and torpedoes. Oh man, like World of Warships, one battle, it still is fast. Yeah. It's like 7-10 minutes, but it's packed with action. Much more than you have in World of Warplanes. Big ships. I'm a fan of big ships.
So can we see one day all the worlds combining? Tanks fighting with planes overhead?
I will be honest with you. Today, we have to concentrate on the delivery of the Xbox experience for tanks. Sure. And the PC experience for millions of fans of aerial combat. That's what we do. After that, of course, we can have plans, but you have to understand that a game like World of Tanks or World of Warplanes or any similar game like this, you're looking at 30, 40, 50 million investment into that, and 2 or 3 years and the kick butt, team. So far we have tanks, planes, warships, the Xbox edition for tanks, and we also have World of Tanks Generals. That's a trading card game for your browser and mobile, and World of Tanks Blitz, which is, well, pretty much World of Tanks experience, a little smaller scale, but for your iPad or iPhone or Google phone. So there's a lot of products going on in our development kind of chambers. Sure. We also have Seattle team of Chris Taylor, Gas Powered Games, working on something great. Too early to talk about it. Still a lot of brainstorming and prototyping. But yeah, we want to be in a position to release a big game, let's say every year, maybe a year and a half. So we work to do that. We have to be this, international team has to work together from Australia to San Francisco. We are on good track.
So with the upcoming slate of stuff and whatever Chris Taylor is working on, are you guys sticking with the free-to-play model? And is that the future of gaming?
Let me tell you this, please. We are very proud to be one of the first companies, together with Riot Games, which 4 years ago started to, okay, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, started to push free-to-play concept, essentially Asian concept, to the Western markets. We were persistent, not only for the sake of World of Tanks, our product, but also for the industry and any other game. We were evangelizing free-to-play to you guys, to PC Gamer, to the media and to the industry. Finally today, you can see even the big boys are doing free-to-play, free-to-play,
they're finally catching on.
So, as I mentioned, at DICE in January, it's a little bit overcrowded now in free-to-play as well in the West. So you have to be distinctive, you have to move forward, you have to break the barriers and stereotypes. So just a week or two ago, we announced free to win. And it's not just your marketing slogan. Free to win means, the short story is this. In World of Tanks, we used to have golden bullets, better gasoline, camouflage, and a couple of other consumable types, which we would sell only for money, and which would increase your battlefield effectiveness 5%, 5% horsepower, 10% more penetration kind of probability. as of today, in World of Tanks for the PC and for the upcoming Warplanes and for World of Tanks for the Xbox 360, okay, teenagers or schoolboys, yeah, I can spend a movie ticket or two worth of money per month because, you know, I'm a working professional.
Yeah.
I have, you know, salary, you know, family, a little time, a little more money. I will be spending money anyway, but schoolboys and teenagers or whoever does not pay in principle, and that's pretty much the majority of users in any free-to-play game,
Yeah.
now they can work a little more harder, a little more time on the battlefield to gain credits to buy those golden bullets with no money. How cool is that?
So it really is free to play.
It is free to play and free to win, and this makes this game absolutely perfect for esports. We keep the set of rules, World of Tanks, across the entire planet the same. So the teams from China, the Philippines, California, Poland, and Russia, they're on the same field. You know, we are big at esports now.
Yeah, because I mean, it always seemed like free to play was almost a misnomer, and maybe pay what you want would be more accurate.
Okay, the best marketing minds
Yeah,
came up
sure,
with
sure.
you know, free to win, but it does not change the essence.
Right.
Now, you and me, like, you know, the working professionals,
Right.
and the teenager are fighting on the same level.
So you don't have to pay $1 and
Yeah,
you know.
you still can buy your time in the overall strategic progression, but, you know, we have to make money somehow.
Yeah, of course.
But on the battlefield, we're equal now.
So are we going to see more stuff coming to the Xbox and maybe next gen stuff as well?
Okay, I just described. Of course, we have plans to, you know, conquer the world and make, you know, dozens of games.
Sure.
But we have to focus. Right now, with the project, we have tanks, planes, ships, Xbox version, 2 mobile and browser titles. Let's focus. Those games take a lot of time to polish, to bring them to the stage where they are AAA. Also to build the service infrastructure. So for this year, that's all we're gonna do.
Right. Well, thank you for your time.
One more thing.
Yeah,
This is the greatest piece of news.
All right.
We have World of Tanks premium account, which gives you 50% more experience points
Right.
after each battle. Guess, World of Warplanes follows the same concept. Guess, what discount are we giving for World of Warplanes players for the premium account, which is, you know, $9.99, $10 a month.
So
What's the discount? Guess.
20%.
It's going to be 0, not discount. As long as you have premium account in tanks or planes or ships, the other games are 0 premium account.
So it's one for every account.
So we're not going to charge you more money for your courtesy, spending more time within our gaming, you know, battle universe. So 1 premium account for tanks works for planes and ships. How cool is that?
Yeah, that's very cool. Well, thank you for your time and happy anniversary as well.
Thank you.